I'm not cooking tonight. Hey Google, play Lemonade from Forrest Frank.
Okay, Lemonade by Forrest Frank.
Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. Lemonade, my Jesus making lemonade.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrea, and we are officially 24 hours away from leaving for Disney World. The outfits are packed, but now it's time for all the last minute prep, the organization, and of course, we're going to include the mom life chaos that happens every time before a travel day. So today I'm bringing you along for my Disney prep and pack with me, sharing how I get everything ready. So tomorrow, the travel day will feel calm instead of stressful. But first, let's finish getting ready. Today feels like one of those days where I have a million things to do and so very little time to do it. And I know you moms out there know exactly what I'm talking about. This morning, after I took my shower, I went ahead and put my fake tanner on so I don't have super pasty white legs, because that could be scary. And plus the winter, I don't really match well with my foundation, so I definitely have to put fake tanner on so I'll match this stuff. While I'm getting ready, I'm going to put up on the screen my to-do list that I have for the day. And I just remembered that I also need to put the trash on there, because you never want to leave the house without putting the trash out of the garbage can in the house and putting it on the curb if your trash is running while you're gone. Totally forgot about that one. But in the thought process of multitasking, that to-do list, I would recommend doing it yourself, whether that's putting it on a piece of paper, whether that is putting it on the notes in your phone. And another idea that I really love to do, especially with like the notes section, is on the notes section, if somebody has an iPad or an iPhone, you can do like a collaboration shared document. So that way, if you want to divvy up some of the responsibilities across the house with your husband, then it's like a live document and both of you can be working on it at the same time. And it's kind of killing two birds with one stone, and is like a really nice, good communication tool. So you can use it really all week long. And I truly do love that it has that feature. We've got a lot to do. I'm going to put a load of laundry in while we're just multitasking to make sure whenever we come home, we're not going to have a bunch of laundry to do, because we're going to have to do the laundry, from when we were at Disney World. So let's go ahead and put a load of laundry in and get this day started. Let's start out with what stresses out moms the most, and that is all the crazy thoughts that we're going to think of. Things that we already know we took care of, but we just have to triple check it and then quadruple check it and then check it for like the 10th time. And we're going to go ahead and do that first off, because that's just how my mind operates. First things first, the ultimate thing that stresses me out the most is really not like the travel part. It's getting to the airport, like getting to Orlando and not having a ride. It's one of those things in my brain that's like, oh my goodness, what if I accidentally wrote the wrong time down? What if I wrote the wrong airport down? What if? And I just have to like nick it. So, highly recommend, let's go ahead and check our reservations for our pickup. So with us, we always do private transportation with Transportation by Mike there in Orlando. He's always been so good to us, even whenever it's just Annie and I, whenever it's Tyler, myself, and Annie, whenever my parents have come along with us, accommodations, like through and through, car seats are included, and they pick us up at baggage claim. They help me with my luggage, and it's just always beyond helpful. So I'm going to check the reservation just to make sure that I wrote the right airline down and the right time to be able to pick up. This time we are flying into MCO. Sometimes we use the Sanford airport, but we want to make sure that we are just gonna be okay. And just a heads up, if you're wanting some extra savings, they text me today and they are doing a spring break extravaganza for 20% off round trip transfer only. So this is going to be for travel between March 1st and April 30th. So it's only 2 months, and we are in the year 2026 if you're watching this in the future.
Hello, Andrea in the future.
The code is going to be Mobberly20 if you want that discount and you want to have the private transportation. It's my favorite way to transport to and from the Disney resorts and the airport. They will also pick us up, and it's fantastic. Thank you to Transportation by Mike for creating this promotion for all of my friends. Guys, you need to take advantage of this. Go ahead, description box, click it, use Mobberly20 so you can have that discount. But it looks as though we are going to be A-okay. We're going to be picked up from MCO and we're going to be dropped off at Disney's Polynesian Resort. I'm super excited. Annie has not stayed there in forever. So the next thing, talking about the resort, is I like to confirm and make sure everything is also good to go. It's just one of those mind games that we have because we want to be able to show up and have somewhere to lay our head. So make sure that you are paid in full. It does make things a lot easier when you are paid in full. The third thing that always makes my brain go crazy is we're going to do one final weather check together. If you watch my pack with me, you'll have found out that our January trip, I had to completely unpack three days and repack because the weather changed in an instant, like literally overnight. So I am just simply going to pull up my weather app on my phone to make sure, fingers crossed, that we're still going to be in the 80s. There might be a little rain, but I can live with that. Real feel like 84, 85. Let's see what we got. We're going to sit right in Lake Buena Vista and we're going to go to the daily forecast. It's looking gorgeous, you all. 80 degrees, 81 degrees, 80, 81, 85, with the lows in the 60s. That's fantastic. So our final weather check means that our packing is going to be A-okay. All the outfits are going to make it to Orlando. Thank the Lord that I don't have to run and do a panic pack because those are no fun at all. The fourth thing that I like to check so I don't lose my mind would be reservations for dining. If you have gotten any type of dining reservation, I just like to make sure that it's in there and it's in the My Disney Experience app. But I also like to make sure that if there's a different time available, maybe I want to squish it a little bit forward by 30 minutes. Maybe I want to push it back a little bit more. Sometimes I get a little crazy and I want to adjust the time, but I do like to 100% make sure that it's still in there. Not that it's going to delete, but again, this is all about overcoming and just telling our brain like these thoughts that we're thinking that are unreasonable. We're just going to go ahead and check them off because, you know, we don't want the crazy thoughts to overtake us and then we have anxiety of like, oh my gosh, like
We're gonna have the worst vacation ever.
like, is anybody else like that? Like, you know you did something, you know you planned a specific part, but then you're like, but what if I didn't? And then you're gonna look at it and then you're like, but what happened if I didn't? Like, we're just doing some final checks. Men don't understand. Like, Tyler has no idea. He's like, you're fine. I'm like, but I'm not. I'm not fine. Anyway, also, while we're checking, I like to check our Lightning Lane reservations as well. So 7 days out, we're staying on property. So 7 days out, I went ahead and grabbed all of our Lightning Lanes. If you're staying off of property, you can grab your Lightning Lanes 3 days out. But if you are not using my Lightning Lane planning tool, you're missing out. And it's a free thing for you. And it comes with a little cheat sheet. So this would be a great time to use that planning tool to make sure that everything is check marked, everything is fine. Airline in your My Disney Experience app, and kind of like back to the dining reservation idea, maybe there's some wiggle room in there. Maybe there's some better times that you might want to adjust. So keep looking at those. Maybe you got a reservation for Slinky Dog at 6 p.m. and you're like, I don't want to wait for Slinky Dog until 6 p.m. Maybe it's best that you continue to check those times. It never hurts. And I can attest to it. Things change and things pop up all the time. So we've got our lightning lanes. They're going to be squared away. We are good to go. They didn't disappear from my app. This is real mom talk, y'all. And then the last thing, you might be thinking, well, that's a weird thing to put last. But like I told you, I don't freak out about the airport part until it's like my last freak out moment, but checking in to the airline and making sure that my boarding pass is going to be on my phone. I personally love having the app on my phone. So we're flying Delta down to Orlando, but we fly Allegiant, like a budget airline, and they charge extra for the paper copies. Not that I want the paper copies. So I like to have the boarding passes on my phone. You can also save your boarding passes to, like if you have an iPhone, you can save them to your wallet. You can screenshot them and divvy them out. But just make sure that your boarding passes are fine, that you've got all of your luggage accounted for, that you've told the airline how much that you're going to be bringing along with you, and make those edits before checking in officially. Like, let's say that you need to bring an extra check-in bag. Make sure that you're making those edits while you're checking in so you don't have to fight anybody at the baggage when you get to the airport in the morning. Not only do I want to make sure that today's to-do list is done, but I want to make sure that our house is going to be good to go. Main reason is because I don't want Tyler to complain and tell us that it's mine and Annie's fault all the time, the way the house is. So he's staying home. He's not going on this trip. So we're going to let him stay in a clean, calm home. So I'm going to try to make sure that he has plenty of clean clothes, plenty of clean towels, and a clean home. So we also have that to do. I feel like that's reasonable, especially whenever you want to come home. You don't want to come home also to your home being literally out of control. So we're going to try to do that and make sure it's a good transition from vacation, because, you know, sometimes you feel like you need a vacation from the vacation. And this is one less thing that you have to think about whenever you get home. You can just chill, recover from Disney, and everything's okay. I'm not even gonna pretend like my bed's made. Like, hello, welcome to my normal life. Okay, groceries. What are we gonna eat? Okay, so I can hear Annie out there. She's gone crazy. So we are going to be ordering grocery delivery, and I'm going to be doing that through Amazon Fresh. So you can do an order 2 days out, like place the delivery window time 2 days out, but I'm a little late. Sue me. But we're going to go ahead and gather that together. I have done it in the past. I'll pop it up on the screen for you. A couple of the things that I'm going to make sure that you know is that you want to make sure that the address is 100% correct. So on your My Disney Experience app, it's as easy as going on there, and then you go to your resort, and then it'll all the way to the very, very bottom, it'll tell you your address, and you can simply just copy and paste that to whatever delivery service that you want to do. You can do Publix delivery. You can do, I do Amazon personally most of the time. You can do Kroger. You can do Walmart. The options are endless, but I definitely am going to be putting in our grocery order some things that I always prioritize whenever I'm making a grocery order. Number one is going to be water. We bring our stainless steel water bottles So I will buy like a gallon size water bottle, but I also buy water bottles because they're just so easy, like a grab and go type of thing. Another thing that I always like to buy is protein for the room. My 5-year-old Annie, her favorites are like deli meat, like turkey, like oven roasted turkey. She also likes pepperonis. She also will love cheese sticks, fruit in the room, so bananas or strawberries. A fan favorite of hers is to order the little individual yogurts, and then she'll be able to dip her strawberries in it essentially, or you can simply get spoons from your quick service downstairs or in the main area, so you don't have to buy a whole slew of spoons that you're not going to use 24 of unless you are, but I like to use that little trick. And then also like some little snackety snacks. So some chips. If you think that you're not going to buy like the souvenir mug that's $25, that's refillable across all Disney resorts. You can get water, tea, coffee, and soda in all those. If you think that that's going to be beneficial, wear it out. We're probably going to be getting one this trip because we like the soda machines that you can make your own mixed sodas, but also we are doing split stays. So to me, it feels a little bit easier being able to transfer our mugs and not have to transfer as many groceries. But I said all that to say that if your family can agree on one type of drink or one type of soda or like tea, anything like that, it might be in your best interest if you are trying to stay on a strict budget. And or it's a lot easier to just get something out of your beverage cooler in your room instead of having to get up, put pants on, put shoes on, and walk all the way to the main area to get a drink. So it just depends on what you feel like is easier. But if you think that you should go ahead and have a slew of drinks in your room, highly recommend. We also love being able to order Gatorade and or body armor for electrolytes. Annie loves the body armor. It's a fan favorite also in our house. So really anything that's going to be a really good grab and go. Muffins in the morning if you're trying to hit that early entry. I've done protein shakes for myself. If we're trying to get out that door, it's like a grab and go, eat on your way type of thing. One thing that I really love to do, speaking of breakfast, is let Annie sleep in a little bit. And then on our way out the door, I'm giving her food. So she can sleep in a little bit longer while I'm getting ready. And she doesn't have to have like an actual sit down breakfast. We can maximize that time. And I'm telling you, whenever the kids have as much rest and sleep as they possibly can, life gets a lot easier while you are at Disney World. So we're going to go ahead and submit that order so we can have groceries delivered to the resort. Also, just a little tip that I always like to recommend is whenever we arrive, we'll tell them, like whenever they're bringing our luggage to our room, we'll tell them that we have a grocery order. That way, they don't have to make 2 trips. They can bring everything up to our room in 1 trip. Now, if you do want them to bring your groceries to your room, it's going to be a $6 charge. I find that it's worth it, especially because I travel a lot alone with Annie, but even with Tyler with us, it's just easier. But if you want to forego the $6, you can simply go down there to Bell Services and pick up your groceries, and it's free of charge. So whatever you want to do, we always prefer to call down to Bell Services. They can bring our luggage and our groceries all in 1 trip just to be thoughtful of their time and not have to make them run back and forth. One more thing I forgot to mention, where we are doing a split stay, we can transfer all of our stuff, use Bell Services to transfer all of our luggage from the Polynesian to the Art of Animation family suites. We can do that, but where we are ordering groceries, you have to be thoughtful because whenever the groceries are delivered to like your original delivery, like Amazon to Bell Services, they are going to keep all of your things cold. They'll make sure that everything's good to go. The caveat with that is if you're transferring like a resort to a resort, they're not going to keep everything cold. So you need to think about that. So what I am doing is
I'm bringing just a small lunchbox, and then I'm going to put ice in that lunchbox to keep anything that needs to be chilled cold. And then that way they can transfer that actual lunchbox. I used to do this a lot when Annie was smaller, when she was a baby. And the other thing about that lunchbox is I can bring the lunchbox in to the parks, and Annie can also have some snacks throughout the day that are a little bit more healthier. But make sure, if you're going to do that, that you are using an actual ice pack. So like if you actually have a freezer in your room, let's say that you're staying in a villa and you have a full kitchen, you can use an ice pack. If you don't have that option and you're staying in like a standard room with a beverage cooler, I recommend just going down to like the soda pop in the ice machine and then put ice in a Ziploc bag, because you can't bring loose ice into the park. So I will recommend that. That is what we will be doing. And another caveat, because the weather is getting a lot warmer down there, Annie loves grapes that are chilled. So if you can put some grapes or some fruit or strawberries in a little lunchbox with ice, and whenever it's really hot, they can pop those in. It's like a fan favorite. Annie loves that. And I've not done it in a really long time, but I do anticipate doing that for her with the heat coming on in. And you can keep your items cold. So you can use your bottled water, you can use your body armor that's cold, you can use those as cold elements also in your little cooler that might keep things refrigerated a little bit longer. Errand time. We got to get some things.
Yep.
What do you need?
A lot of snacks and a lot of toys.
A lot of snacks, a lot of toys. Let's go into Kroger. We got to get some snacks, and Mommy's got to get some last minute stuff for the trip because I've ran out. Yeah. Are you getting a Stitch one? Let me see. Ooh. You ready to go to your favorite store?
Yeah.
What's your favorite store?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Go ahead, get you a basket. Look, Annie, you've got a Stitch Activity grab bag, and it's got all these little things in it.
I won.
Do you like that? Look, there's a Minnie Mouse version too, and then you've got these little crazy.
Something.
You can't bring that on the plane. Do you want some of these Barbies to play with?
Yeah.
You do like that? How many do you want?
2.
2? Hey, Annie, what about Uno? You gonna play a game of Uno?
Yeah.
You need some new glow sticks? Okay. Well, Charm Friends. Those are like $3. Do you want a couple of those?
Yeah.
Hi, I was calling to do a pickup order, please. Thank you so much. Bye. When you're a regular at the Mexican restaurant and they just know your order, I'm not cooking tonight. We're eating Mexican food tonight. The day before you go to Disney World, charge everything. Literally, charge it all. Because I know your kids have 10 million things that they need to charge. In order to survive at Disney World, I feel like I need to charge all the electronics. My MagicBands need to be charged. So I live by these portals. And the reason why I call them little portals is because when I am settled in at Disney and on the travel day vlog, make sure to subscribe. I will show you the example. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But typically underneath the TV, there is a dresser or a table of some sort, and you will be able to plug these in. And you'll be able to make little charging stations. I find it to be a lot easier for your entire family. Let's say that you are getting home from the park. It's been a long day. You say, all right, friends, all right, family, come here, hand me all of your magic bands, and then you can unload your stroller of all the fans that you have, the extra phone chargers that you have, and you'll plug them all right there. Then the next morning, you get up and everybody reports to that charging station. You put everybody's magic bands on, you will put everything back onto your stroller, and you'll put your portable chargers wherever you are keeping them. Instead of it being scattered all over the room, it's in one station. The reason why also that I would insinuate that it could possibly be scattered all over the room is because underneath that dresser, there's not more than like 4 USBs, and then you've got a couple of these. We're charging more than just that. And I like that there's not wires literally strung all over the place. I like that it's just one section. So with this guy, you have the USB-Cs on there, like those little imports, and then you have a USB. This one is strictly a USB, and I charge so much that I literally need both of them. But literally, I live by these guys. And honestly, these two things are some of my best sellers on Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, if you need anything, everything will be linked for you. And in addition, it'll be on my storefront. So description, storefront, QR codes in case you're watching on the television screen. You just pull out your phone, hover your camera over that, and then it should pull you straight to the link. But let's talk about what we're charging. The fans. So we've got the fans. We've got Annie's turbo fan. This is another hot commodity on Amazon. And then we also have this little fan. I'm also going to be charging our sound machine. This is small but mighty. It doesn't matter if you're staying in a value resort, moderate resort, or a deluxe resort. Sometimes you can hear things outside of your room. And honestly, I like sleeping with the sound machine. I do a lot better. Annie could probably live without it. I literally live for this thing. And it's just super, super small. And it has different settings or different sounds. It's amazing. I also will be charging our headphones. These are my headphones. I will be wearing them tomorrow. I love them because they're noise canceling. I will even sometimes not even play music, and I'll put them on the plane, and it gets like that sound, like that rushing sound all the time, and it removes them. And plus, they're fantastic headphones. Annie's headphones are in here. I will charge as well with some extra cords. These are hers, and they light up when they're charged. She loves them, and I like that they're collapsible. And my battery chargers. I actually have 2 different kinds because this one will have different ports in it. So if something happened, like I have accidentally forgot to charge my fans one night, and I was able to charge them because of this guy, and it will just plug right in to your normal wall outlet. I also have this one because it is magnetic. So this one's a little bit easier when traveling and we're charging, and it's just handheld, and you don't have to worry about all of the cords. But I do use both of them very often. I like both of them, but also with chargers. So I'll go ahead and mention it just because I know I do have a lot of friends on here that vlog or looking into content creation, but I have the DJI Pocket 3, like the Osmo, and I am charging my extra batteries that will just pop on the very bottom of them. A lot of you guys are like, have you switched cameras? And I'm like, yeah, I have, because Annie for Christmas, she didn't get her teacher anything for Christmas, and so I got her this camera that I'm using for Christmas. If you didn't know, we're a homeschool family. I'm her teacher, and that was my Christmas present to myself. I can't believe I almost forgot. You need to charge your magic bands. How did I forget? Charge your magic bands. If you're using the Magic Band Pluses, that way you will be able to see them light up. They will vibrate. But the other thing is, I would recommend that you get on your My Disney Experience app, and then you'll go to the Magic Band little button section and make sure that these are up to date. And the only way that they're going to be up to date is if they're fully charged. So I'm going to get these charged up. And before I go to bed, I have to make the mental note to make sure that everything is up to date. And that could be like them updating the software. It could be an extra thing that they've added on, like an extra special magical moment that they've added on. But these guys will be able to, these in conjunction with your phones, will be able to capture some of those magical photo passes. So not every attraction you scan in to get your photo pass, sometimes they magically appear. So while we're talking about that part as well, make sure in the settings of your phone on the My Disney Experience app that your Bluetooth is switched to allow and with your photos and stuff like that. So make sure that all of that is good to go and on. So that way you don't miss out on photos like Cosmic Rewind, the Frozen ride, things like that. So you can have your photos because they're going to be super cute and adorable. So now let's charge this stuff up. Look who it is.
Annie.
It's Annie. Listen, I've heard all the complaints about the videos that I do by myself and Annie never makes a cameo. I heard that your kids are really disappointed in our channel when that happens. So Annie has joined us for what's in our travel bag. Annie, what's in your travel bag? Let's start that out. Would you like to talk about your travel bag?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So first I have my name on the back that says Annie. And it has this little pouch right here, which is, I am going to put my,
Well, you already have
toys
something in
there.
it.
Yeah.
You have your, what? Your airplane pocket.
What? My airplane pocket?
Yeah, you have your airplane pocket in there. Which, do you want me to show them or do you want to show them?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. What do you do that? What do you use that for?
For the little thing. See?
Yeah, so you pull down the tray table on the airplane, right?
Yeah.
And you'll put that on there. And then anytime that we're playing cards or Legos or she wants to build like something with magnetic tiles, this guy serves as like a bowl. So whenever something falls, it doesn't go to the ground, right? So it's really nice that we don't have to kind of fish for all the things that fall down below.
Yeah, and also I got a new one.
A new one.
Longer.
A new one what? Oh, yes. Would you like to show them our new thought process on our travel bag? So let's take them along with us as to what we were doing. And it works. But I don't have any complaints. This is not what I'm saying. I'm not complaining at all. But for as long as we've traveled together, I always bring a toy box, and it's just a packing cube. That way it keeps all of her toys in it, and it's not just being thrown in this. It's kept in this. This is going to be our new toy box. And what we're going to do when we pull it out, we'll be able to hang this
And the back of the seat.
on the back of the seat. So you know where like the brochures are? Like there's little boop thing and then the brochures are right there. I'm going to hang it like that. That way, Annie will have access to all of this. Now,
I just can grab it from where they're on my seat.
exactly. I was thinking, Annie, that would you like to put some of your own snacks in here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So we can fill this up in a second, but let's start with snacks first. Like we're gonna jump to snacks really quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll fill up our bags.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our main, this is our main snack bag. This is very large and I love its size because I can fit a lot in it and be able to live out of it whenever we are at Disney. We already talked about like the food and the snacks that we're having delivered to the room, but this is stuff that we grabbed today at Kroger that we can pop into this, things that it will be a lot more inexpensive too. So all of this stuff that we got, so we got some Rice Krispie treats. We got these little graham cracker things that are heroes and villains. We also got some Annie's granola. Did you invent these, Annie?
No.
And she also loves these granola bars. These are the birthday cake flavor, right? And I already put beef sticks in here as well. And what happened to our other Kroger bag? Ah, there it is. I was like, we got more than that. We are a lot more hungry than just one bag. Annie, Pringles. Somebody tagged me the other day on Instagram of like Costco or Sam's Club, yep, her other thing, that they were selling these huge Pringle things that were like taller than myself, and I'm 5'4", and it was really funny. But the girl, you all just know, I guess, at this point, the girl always travels with Pringles.
It's like a pillow.
And just for concept, you, like right here, that is going to fit in there. Let's fit another one. And there's still all kinds of space in here. So it's a great thing to have. Also, I'm bringing Pop-Tarts because we have a 6 a.m. flight and it's easy.
And I love Pop-Tarts.
You do like Pop-Tarts. And the airport, like the restaurants are not open yet either. So we got to take it into our own hands. Maybe whenever we stop in Atlanta, we'll get something else to eat if we have a little bit more time. But we'll see. My full anticipation is to get to Disney World before breakfast is done being served and have a bounty platter by the water on the beach at the Polynesian. That would be ideal. You did pick out some things from the Dollar Tree. Would you like to show your friends what you did pick out at the Dollar Tree? And we still have things that you didn't even use from the last time. So we'll definitely bring these with us. Okay.
First, I got this.
Yeah, that was a cool choice. Yep. Okay, what else
And
we got?
obviously, we got Uno.
We got some Uno.
We're a big fan of Uno. And right here, it has like a little button. And you like glue it up. But I think you put it in these little thingies right here.
Yeah, the little water game, right? Okay.
And we have these.
Some mystery balls. Okay. Here we go. Let's put those in here as well.
And obvious, my favorite drink.
Obvious what?
My favorite drink is
Oh, I forgot we got
Poppy.
you. I forgot we got you a Poppy. We'll have to put that in the refrigerator, won't we?
Poppy.
Okay. We also got her these little squishies that
We got
she can.
3.
Yep. That she can have some fun with.
We got some Barbies.
Some Barbies, little mini Barbies that she can play with.
And we have these.
glow
And the
sticks.
surprising thing that these you can put it on your body.
Yeah, that's really cool. So we can actually put your light sticks or your glow sticks in Mommy's, like our actual check-in luggage. How does that sound? Also, you still have some Barbies from this last trip. And you have another mystery pack. Do you want to bring this too from last time? We got that at the Dollar Tree, I believe.
I want to test it out again.
Okay. And we can bring some colors too. Okay?
Okay.
So let's put those in there. We'll put your Barbies in here. Okay, and you'll put this in here?
Let's see if test it out.
Okay. So look at all these toys, Ann.
I know.
Look how this fits. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Is that a good idea or what? It's a fantastic idea. So let's put a little bit of snackety snacks. So we'll use one of each. So you just want one Rice Krispie treat?
No.
Well, I mean, the rest of it will go in Mommy's snack bag, but just so this is easy for you.
Just give me 5 because I have 5, okay?
We're not giving you 5. I'll give you 2. How's that sound?
Okay, 2.
We'll give you 2. And I'll give you granola bar. And I'll give you a chocolate chip granola bar. And I'll put some little graham cracker things in here too, okay? And I'll put the rest of all this in Mommy's snack bag so we can have it with us, okay? While we're at Disney. Ah! Look! Genie! And Juana!
Wait, is that a
Hey, that's cool.
here?
Those are, Genie's a good guy. Is there red ones?
Good.
There's red ones.
ones. Oh, that's a bad one.
The Evil Queen. And yours is done. You like that?
Yeah.
So we'll fold this up. We'll put the little hook in there.
I wonder if it's even going to fit my backpack.
It should. I would imagine so.
It's too big for my new pouch.
And then we can still put your headphones in here too. You still have room for your headphones. We can still put your iPad in here. Okay? Everything is A-okay. Okay? Now, Mommy's bag is this guy. This does hit the dimensions for a personal bag. Just so you guys know, I know it looks huge, but it does hit the dimensions. And Mommy also has a airplane pocket that I do not travel without. And you just simply put this on the tray table and it holds my phone, it holds my water bottle, it holds our drinks, it holds all the things. Oh, it holds all of Annie's trash that she hands me.
Yes, that's all I was getting ready to say.
Yep. And we will literally just fill this up, put all the things in here, and that way Mommy can carry this with her MacBook and the electronics. You want all the rest of these too? Yep. Look, this guy will fit so easy in here. And thank you, Annie, for getting me that. Annie has got my emergency kit for me. In the emergency kits, I like to put some deodorant just in case. Nobody wants to sit beside somebody that they're not taking care of their. We also have some Touchland. We're not shocked by that. Some socks because in case our feet get cold.
I need to see that.
Oh, see, she needs it. Have some Summer Fridays lip gloss. Annie, I'm talking. Have some Summer Fridays lip gloss in case, but still got some chapstick. And in case I need some energy, we all know I like some Celsius. There was one time that I tried to stop drinking it, but I can't. But in case I need some Celsius on the plane or transitioning like from the airport to the resort and I haven't had my groceries delivered yet, I still have my Celsius packet and I have some True Lime little flavoring that we can do as well. I also am going to put our phone chargers in here or any extra headphone case cords. I'm also going to put some phone chargers in here too, just in case we need that. Tonight, I fully plan on charging Annie's iPad and our phones and like the things that we actually will actively be using. I'll make sure to get that from her before going to sleep and we'll pack all the electronics up in the morning along with like our finalizations, like my makeup, hair stuff, etc. And then we'll do our last minute weight to make sure that we're under 50 pounds. But right now, I'm going to do my night before Disney routine, facial routine. So meet me in the bathroom and we're going to take care of this. Okay, the face is washed. Very important. Also, while I'm just kind of doing it, one thing that I like to do, that's disgusting. One thing that I like to do the week leading up to Disney World is I'll put my toiletry packing cube up. That way I can live out of it. It keeps me from overpacking and it keeps me from forgetting something to bring to Disney World. So that's why I just got that out and then I put it back in. It really, really, really does help me not take every single thing that I own, that I think that back to the beginning when I said, what if like all the things that are playing in my brain? I'm like, what if I need this? And I only use it like once every 3 months. And then I just so happen to need it at Disney World. That's, again, we're back to that thoughts process of thy brain. But anyway, I just used the Tower 28 because I am like breaking out something awful. We can see all this madness right now. And I really didn't clean underneath my eyes very well. Let's go ahead and take care of that. So I do like to use my Take the Day Off Clinique. And it's very, very helpful. Let me
use this because it's going to get all of the black underneath my eyes. And if I was using like a lip stain or something like that, it would take that off too. And this is what I get for being too lazy to go into the other bathroom and get the cotton balls from the linen closet. So I'm using toilet paper. So yeah, let's get this. So we're getting it off. See? All that makeup that I just washed, it just gets the rest of it. Then I am going to do a little bit of a moisturizer. I've got the Tatcha lip mask. Ah! Hold please. I just felt like Mrs. Doubtfire when she pops out from behind the refrigerator and she's like, "Hey!" That's how I just felt. So we're going to put this on right before bed. Also, full intention to going to sleep before the sun was down. That didn't work out, did it? So the other part that I absolutely love to do whenever the night before is I've not done this for a while, ladies. Not done this for a while, is to put my frownies on. I do it for the trips, but I haven't done it on camera with you guys for a while. I love doing it before a trip because I'm like squinting. First of all, like I can't see very well. I'm a contact user, but then I am also squinting because the sun is so bright. And so I like to put my frownies on. Annie calls them brownies, but I really do like them. But the thing is, you have to sleep in them. That part I'm not a fan of, but I do like the results of them. So I have 2 of the packages. This one is for forehead and between the eyes. And then this one is for the corner of eyes and mouth. And I'm just going to wear it out. You just get them wet. They're unbleached natural craft paper with water activated adhesive. And what you'll do is you just get them wet, like I just said. Not soaking wet, but just wet enough. And you stack them all over your face. And then whenever they dry, they become like this really hard mask that your skin will not move at all. And when you're wearing them that long through the night, then see, look, easy peasy. You just tear them off in pieces. When you wear them through the night, then you get results. I do not do Botox. I am never going to say I'm not going to do Botox, but I personally don't want to do Botox. So we're going to do this option for as long as possible. You know, guys, it's my birthday month. March is my birthday. And we're getting up there. We're getting, you know, the thing that I was thinking about the other day, I was talking to my mom. I was like, it's weird to say, but like, I love being able to celebrate and like also at the same time watch Annie grow, and like it just makes me so proud. But also like the older she gets, that means the older that I get. And watching Annie grow, like getting older, that means my parents are getting older. And it's just such a weird concept entering into, I guess, my midlife. Yeah, I guess, I mean, numbers don't lie. And so, gosh, I really went on a tangent, didn't I? So, yeah, this is just me trying to, you know, do the best I can with what I have. I'm supposed to spray this stuff, but I've been pretty lazy lately. And, it's kind of like a game of Tetris, honestly. It's like a little fun game of Tetris. Look at this. We'll just go with the angles. My honors geometry teacher would be so proud of me right now. Just, I don't know if she really would be proud of me. I'm on YouTube putting frownies on, with, you know, a few thousand people watching. No big deal. Just, I don't think she would be proud. I don't know about that. But look at that. We're just having a good old time. Yeah. So it's just essentially, you're just patching this along. So let me throw all this on, and then you can see how ridiculous I look as the finale. Okay, and now you have to be still so it dries. And then once you dry, you still can't really move. So that should make for a very interesting outro while I ask you guys to like the video and subscribe. Guys, I'll see you at Disney World. Tomorrow's our travel day. I love you guys so very much. Love you. Bye.